Good morning, everybody. My name is Wilson Lawrence. I'm a personal development and performance coach, so I work with people to help them to transform their business and or personal lives from where they are now to where they want to be by helping them to get the results that they can be happy with in order to make that transformation. I love doing what I do because as a result of it, it quite often means that somebody somewhere benefits from that in a good way, and it makes life better for them and the people around them. So I've been doing this now pretty much since 2015. Before that, I was coaching in English communication in Austria and Germany. That was such a great springboard to where I am now in my coaching career, and it's something that I think a lot of people can do because the satisfaction and the joy that it brings me. So let's start then. We're now into a new week. The date today is May the 30th. It's Monday, and here's the consideration. What is one thing that you can do this week, just one thing, such that by doing it, it will make everything else easier and or unnecessary? Once again, there's that focusing question. What's the one thing that you can do this week such that by doing it, it will make everything else easier and or unnecessary? And the reason why I say one thing is because there may be 10 things, 20 things, 30 things, but we don't prioritize effectively and efficiently. And when we don't do that, it's quite easy for us to become overwhelmed. So that's how I like to start the week, by asking people the focusing question. But the focusing question can be done on a daily basis as well. It can be done on an annual basis, and it can help you to prioritize things effectively and efficiently. So as we go into this new week, the next question that I want to ask you is, how do you want this week to finish? I know for me, I want to finish it feeling successful, a sense of accomplishment, achievement. I want to be elevated and happy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take those feelings, those emotions that I want to feel on a daily basis, and I'm going to ask myself, well, if I want to feel successful, elevated, sense of accomplishment and achievement, what do I need to do in this day in order to accomplish that? What will bring those feelings? Oh, the light's going. I'm sorry about that. So it's priming your feelings and emotions to what you want them to do. So are we going to be focusing on things in the past that make us adopt the mindset of voids, shortages and losses? This is a scarcity mindset. You know, a lot of people have this. Sometimes I can have this, but having the tools to fix that is really, really important. People, they have memories. Do we suffer from the incident that happened in the past, or do we suffer from our memory function? So don't forget, our memory function works in tandem with the prefrontal cortex function of recall. So you recall a memory, the memory is there, then you relive that. And when you relive that, you bring the emotions and feelings, such as it may be the passing of someone. It could be, I don't know, maybe somebody's had an accident, some unfortunate incident. Or maybe you can recall something positive, like a success, a win that you've had. So if you're going to call up good memories that bring the value of good emotions and positive feelings, then surely that's a good thing. So we process our thoughts, our feelings, and we focus on the way that we want to feel rather than on the way that we don't want to feel. That's what a lot of people tend to do, including me in the past, until I learned how to do this. So you may have heard me talk about rescuing yourself. Nobody's really going to rescue you out of any situation. They may help, but they're not going to rescue you. That begins, in my opinion, in here, to rescue yourself. So how do you do that? Well, every morning I have a practice which is part of my morning routine called the sevens. The sevens is when you write 7 statements with the same beginning in 3 different categories, but with different endings. So for example, the first category is write 7 statements about what you are proud of in the last 24 hours. So it always starts with, I am proud of myself for. Could be, for example, I'm proud of myself for completing a project ahead of schedule and within the budget. It could be, I'm proud of myself for getting up early, making my bed, and starting my morning routine. It could be, I'm proud of myself for being in control and processing any negative thoughts that come in so I can redirect myself to positivity. It could be, I'm proud of myself for successfully completing a workout. So there are many things that you can be proud of yourself, and the reason why I like to do this every day is because it helps me to integrate my successes. What that then does, it has a knock-on effect, and it helps me to have more belief in myself. The next category of sevens is what I forgive myself for. You can do this in the last 24 hours, 48 hours or weeks. Sometimes things may, let's say, come back again. So it could be, I forgive myself for focusing too much on social media. I forgive myself for making posts that are of no value. I forgive myself for drinking too much alcohol. Forgiveness is a process. Now, if those forgiveness statements are repetitive every single day, that means that you are aware of them, and that means that also you have to make a choice whether or not to take the action necessary to make that a better situation for yourself. This doesn't just apply to people out there, it also applies to me as well. I do this practice every day. I write my sevens every day. The last category then is 7 things I want to change about me. Could be, I'm committed to changing my thoughts if they come in as negative. It could be, I'm committed to being more proactive. I'm committed to being more in control of my time. I'm committed to using my money wisely. I'm committed to refraining from alcohol. So it depends on you. So these, once again, may come up again and again and again. So rescuing yourself, 3 categories. Category 1, 7 statements of what you are proud of yourself for in the last 24 hours or 48 hours if you can't think of it. 7 statements of what you forgive yourself for over the last 24, 48 hours. And 7 things that you are going to commit to changing about yourself. Now, this can be quite a scary process for some people, because the one constant thing that we have in life is change, right? And change for a lot of people is scary. So if we've got, let's say, a strong emotional need for certainty, which can then allow us to keep certain toxic, negative situations in our lives because we cannot imagine life outside of that bubble, then that's something that we have to change. This is Wilson Lawrence, of Wilson Lawrence Coaching here on Nevis. It's Monday, the 30th of May, saying thank you very much for your time and attention, and I wish you a fantastic week. Please like this video if you find it of any use. If it's interesting, please share it as well. That helps me to create more content. And I just wish you a lovely, lovely time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.